Welcome to the fourth video of our Customer Insights series. In this video, we'll define some of the ingested source tables as customer activity. As we define the activity, we also create a relationship between the activity and the customers, and so we will start building up our data model. Watch our Customer Insights series introduction video to get a complete overview of what functionalities we're covering and what our end goal is for this series to help a fictional company called Contoso Coffee. We'll create an activity for online purchases, store purchases, and reviews. This allows you to build a unified timeline of customer activities that took place within different channels or toolings. For this, we'll have to define the relationships between our customer data and the activity data. Otherwise, the activities won't show up in the customer profiles. We'll also make sure to add semantic mapping to the activities, as this helps customer insights with analyzing the data, which we will need during the intelligence video. Let's start with an incognito browser and opening the Customer Insights environment. See the link in the description to get to the right place and log in there. In the last video, we unified our customer data, which resulted in customer profiles. Let's expand these profiles by adding activities to the activity timeline. Go to Activities under the Data tab in the menu on the left. We'll start by defining online purchases by clicking on Add Activity. And select the right entity. Select Purchase ID as your primary key and select Next. Click on Add Relationship to define the relationship between customers and the online purchase table. The foreign key in this case would be Contact ID to Entity Contacts E-commerce Contacts. Apply this relationship and click Next. The event activity is Activity Type Display. The timestamp is Purchased On, with additional detail Subject. Select any icon you deem relevant for this activity. Make sure the information is shown in the timeline view on your customer profiles and select Next. Make sure your activity type is a sales order and provide semantic mapping for your activities attributes. The sales order ID would be Purchase ID. The order date is Purchased On, and the sales amount is Total Price. Click Next and review your activity before saving it. Follow the same steps for in-store purchases and make sure that your activity looks as follows. As you can see, the activity is called in-store purchase, and a relationship is set between loyalty customers and the point of sale purchase table. The unification process and data type is exactly the same. At last, we'll have to create the web reviews activity. Select Run to make sure the customer profiles are filled with the activities. As this takes some time, let's take a look at the relationships we just created. As you can see, many activities can exist in one customer. We can also see the relationships in a different way with the visualizer. Here you can see that online purchases and web reviews are both connected to contacts, while point of sale purchases is connected to loyalty customers. Once the run is finished, it's time to see what we were working on this whole time. Go to Customers in the menu on the left and look for Abby Moss. If the run was successful, you'll see a field activity timeline which you can filter. In the next video, we'll add some measures such as the lifetime spending of a customer and the average review score. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't hesitate to leave a comment below if you have any questions, or contact us via email if you're considering to use customer insights within your company.